Tough loss tonight for the boys in orange and blue as we get blown out in our first home game. Unfortunately, we pretty much trailed for most of the game. Jalen Brunson, captain, once again, was one of the few guys to show up tonight in the first half. The starting lineup combined besides Brunson for 10 points. And the course matchups finally caught up to us. You know, got a bunch of small guys on the floor, and the Magic, they played three guys, 6'10" or over 40 minutes in the first half. Karl Anthony Towns struggled as the paint was clogged. Mitch, in his short spurts, nothing much. We're going to talk about that and more on tonight's post-game call-up show. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Karan Pierre, the Objective Fan, and I'm straight out of Kings County, New York City's finest. You know the vibes, man. Tough night tonight, man. Ah, you know what? It happens. You can't win them all. You can't win them all, and I know a lot of you guys are going to be bummed out. Definitely, as you enter the show, hit the like button. Tough night. Yeah, man, I had a special surprise. I guess it's not much of a surprise. I hopefully if the vibes are right, I'll get to it. Salute to you, Crimes Dad, in the building early, telling me to start the show. I think I'm hearing a good time. Yeah, I mean, I was busy working on something, and I thought that I could have a great show tonight. But tough game. I'm gonna get the box score cracking in a second. Let me just troubleshoot my studio mode to make sure I'm in the right window. But yeah, tough night in the office. Second half antics, or the third quarter antics actually didn't save us tonight. Usually we make up for a lot of ground in the third quarter. And of course, I'm looking in mock-up journal. Um, this is our first blowout loss of the season. Some of you guys may give that Chicago loss, you might mark that as a blowout. I considered it a close game because we took it from 22-2. Tonight was the first time we actually did not have a shot to win the game, unfortunately. Let me just make sure this is all correct before I put the research mode on. But yeah, you're not going to win them all. And I told y'all, I got a video actually. Shoot to my man JJPNYC and JJ. I told those guys that the team that I'm most concerned about in the East is the Orlando Magic. And the reason why that is because they have size. And we definitely have to talk about that tonight. Salute to my man HRM the Great. Oh, I'm glad I see you, HRM the Great. I'm gonna tell him about playback in a minute. That's one of the surprises I wanted to talk about. But I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get this research. Where's my windows at? I'm all flustered. I'm like the Knicks tonight. I'm all flustered, man. Bam. Okay, so look, I'm gonna pull up the game. As you can see, wasn't pretty. Definitely the worst game of the season. And let me tell you something. Off glance, if you look at the score, right? Look at the quarter breakdown. If we would have started yesterday like we did tonight, we would have lost this game because in the second half, we actually outscored the Magic by 5 points. Or 3 points, rather. We outscored them in the third quarter, 31-29, and in the fourth quarter, 34-33. Clearly, we got off to a really slow start, and that was the game. But This is what I'm talking about. In the first half, let me see. Let me check my notes really quickly. In the first half, I noted that the Knicks played Yabu 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. And off the bench, he's the only guy that's 6'9". I made sure to go look at the box score. I should have took a screenshot of that. I gotta start doing that while the game is on. But I'm gonna tell you the minute breakdowns for the Magic big men in that first half. So they played. Let's see. I'm not seeing it. It was like a collection of like 50 minutes. And I'm like, they playing all of this size. We got these little tiny dudes out there matched up with these big forwards. And when you're going up against a team like Orlando, who likes to play on the inside, that's more than likely going to be a recipe for disaster, right? We got killed in the cross matches tonight. Something that came up in the Memphis game as well. But Memphis wasn't able to expose us. I took this one, I wrote it down. I'm not seeing it. Weird. I'm gonna try to find that later. But basically, what I was trying to find was I had all of the numbers on how many big guys, how much minutes they gave to their big guys, and we were matching these guys with Shamit, Deuce McBride, and Josh Hart, and that's not going to work against a team like the Magic. That'll work against Chicago because those guys in Chicago don't play on the inside, right? Those guys don't in Chicago don't play on the inside. They play on the outside. They play on the perimeter. But when you're going up against a team like this, size is definitely a major issue. What was your thoughts on the game, HRM? I'm curious to know. I saw you was in the Discord server. Getting beat up on the cross matches. Definitely wasn't a good look. Then Mitchell Robinson, I like it. I get it. He's playing in the short spurts, but you need size on the floor. And this is a question I was going to ask the callers. This is the post-game call-up show, by the way. 646-995-8389. Call up, what's your opinion? I was going to ask you 3 questions. Now, Brunson also may have got hurt, which is crazy to me. And, Mike Brown says he's not chasing games, when there's a big-time blowout. But realistically, what was the difference between what we saw tonight and what Coach Tiz would have did? He brought Brunson in early in the fourth. I like it. But clearly it wasn't his night. Usually in baseball, because I had a nice dope reference, but I know y'all probably don't want to hear it, but I was going to say Jalen Brunson's like the Mariano Rivera of the Knicks. He's the closer. He comes in to close the game. But one thing in baseball, when you're down going into the final innings, I'm sorry, when you're up going into the final innings, that's when you use your closer, when you can make a game out of it. To make the basketball correlation, when you're down big, there's only so much your closer can do. Right? You don't play your closer when you're down big. You know what I'm saying? So Jalen Brunson comes in the game. I like this part. He enters the game at the 8:07 mark. I thought that was smart. Try to, cut into this 13-point lead. But once you get to right here, the 4:23 mark, you're down 15. These guys is answering big time shots. With every time you score a shot. So look, Jalen Brunson, he gets this 9-foot shot, and then Anthony Blacks makes that 3-point shot. Right then and there, I felt like he should have pulled the starters. Second night of a back-to-back. Nothing is going your way besides Brunson. What are we fighting for? So I know it's not a 20-point game, but a 15-point game in a game where you've been down mostly, I don't think that was a great idea. We do got our first caller.
Yo, Karan.
Hello, caller. State your name. Where you calling from?
This is Yuri. Calling in real quick to give you an update. Jalen Brunson left MSG in crutches.
He left MSG in crutches. Wow.
Yep, and a walking boot.
And a walking boot. Yikes.
Yeah.
And I just got through explaining. I just showed something on the screen where at the 4-minute mark, the 4:23 mark, right? Anthony Black, he made that 3. You're down 15. Mike Brown said that he doesn't chase games. Why didn't he take Brunson out the game at that point? And the starters?
Bad judgment.
Clearly, we didn't have it tonight, right? I mean, the guys were struggling. And we fought. But once you see them make this 3, he called the timeout at the 4:18 mark.
Listen,
he should have pulled Brunson out at that.
Listen, we'll find out how bad the injury is on Friday, I'm assuming. But hearing that JB's in a walking boot right now,
yikes.
That's bad.
I mean, I don't know, Yuri. Man, that's a tough one, man. This might be a short show tonight.
I figure I'll let you know.
Wow, man. Yeah, because I didn't get no updates. I was after the game went off, I was just trying to set up the show, trying to see.
We don't know what the severity is of it. I'm assuming if he's in a walking boot, it's got to be bad.
It's definitely bad. Definitely. How bad? I don't know.
We don't know. Anyway, I figured I'd call in and let you know.
Man, what was your thoughts on the game overall, though?
Orlando's Magic's defense is hell. They were giving everyone a business. The team looked lost. There was a lot of calls that I thought should have been called.
True.
But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Seriously.
So, do you think that tonight just wasn't their night, or do they have a stylistic matchup problem against the Orlando Magic?
I gotta see what happens when they play them again. Obviously it wasn't their night, right? Obviously it wasn't their night. The team looked very frustrated with the calls that they were getting, or lack of, and they couldn't focus on a defensive end. And Mike Brown called them out on it.
Yeah.
And the Knicks, they basically said they're basically saying to me that they kicked their asses. They got their ass kicked.
Yeah. And you don't got to wait too long. We will see them Saturday the 22nd.
Right. Next week. And we don't have Jalen Brunson. Oh, boy.
Looking spooky.
It's looking a little spooky.
Just like that. 1 minute, this changes the course of your season.
And it's in a walking boot, so we really don't know what's up with Brunson.
Yeah, the walking boot makes me feel like it's pretty severe. Now, severe doesn't mean that he's going to be out months. But even if it's like what it was last year where he's gone for a month, that's going to be a pretty tough blow.
Because you need, as much as people hate to admit it, you need Brunson. You need him.
You definitely need Brunson. I mean, like, you see tonight, he's the only one that had it going, and so he is the engine for this team, and without him, as next man up mentality, we do got a lot of guards. That's one thing that I noticed with this game and the Grizzlies game. We getting caught up in these cross matches where these guys are 6'10" and up, and we got 6'2", 6'3" guys on them. We spoke about this on the call-up show about making the
I got a
trade.
bounce.
Okay. Yeah, so we spoke about this up on the call-up show about making the trade for another 6'9" guy. Where I'm at right now is if Yabusele cannot go, if he's not the power forward you need in a game like tonight, right? In the game like tonight, Yabusele played 5 minutes, right? He played 5 minutes, and 2 of those minutes was down in crunch time, right? So he's 6'8". You're going up against a whole bunch of dudes. Look at their bench. Jonathan Isaac, 6'11", 16 minutes. Tristan De Silva, 22 minutes, 6'10", right? Gorge Bataza, 16 minutes, 6'10". They got a whole lot of big guys off their bench. You played your only big guy 5 minutes. Do y'all see that? So, Brunson getting hurt is a major blow. But Jordan Clarkson, Deuce McBride, y'all got to step up. Next man up mentality. We don't know how long Brunson's going to be out for. We know he's a warrior. But yeah, I didn't like that Mike Brown kept fighting. This was Mike Brown's moment tonight to show that he's not like Tibbs. And at that point in the game, and if you just joined, smash that like button on the way in. But I'm going to show y'all. This was a pivotal moment in the game. At the 4:38 mark, Jalen Brunson, he made the floating jump shot. At the 4:23 mark, they respond and hit a big-time three off of Desmond Bane's assist. Knicks called a full timeout. It was at that moment in time where he should have pulled the starters. He said that he doesn't chase wins. Clearly, the starters didn't have it. Salute to my man Mellow Mike in the building. I see you. This is the post-game call-up show. Definitely call up. Voice your opinions. Brunson, he left the game, left the arena with a walking boot on. So that's where we are right now. I don't know the severity of his injury. They're gonna do more testing, but tonight wasn't our night, and I really do believe that we have an issue with size. We have an issue with size. Orlando is probably the only team in the league that plays the way that you should play, which is we're going to mismatch hunt and we're going to put you in the basket. If you're not going to be able to put size there, I'm going to continue to go downhill. You can't stop it. The Knicks could not stop it the whole night. And unfortunately, it just came back to bite us tonight. And some of these things presented themselves against Memphis as well. And I saw it, and I'm like, the cross matches. How many of you saw in the Grizzlies game, Aldama getting layups on the back end, and he has a small guard guarding him? At one point in time, he went with the Brunson, Clarkson, and Deuce lineup. A lot of y'all know I don't like that lineup at all. I can't stand that small guard lineup. And I'm gonna put the minute. I'm gonna highlight the minutes again for all the guys that just joined. But hold on, I'm just trying to change the title of the show now that Brunson's, it's confirmed that he has an injury. Let me just close this out. But let me show you guys the imbalance. Okay. Jonathan Isaac, 16 minutes off the bench. He's 6'11". Tristan De Silva, 22 minutes. Bataze, 16 minutes. All these guys are 6'10", 6'11". We played on our bench. We played. Yabu's the only guy that's over 6'8". He played 5 minutes. Realistically, it was 3 minutes because 2 of these minutes came in garbage time. So now do y'all see what I was talking about on Friday's show? Salute to my man BS10 258. I see you in the building. We need athletic players 6'8" to 6'11". That's a fact. And some of your favorite Knicks need to go in a deal. They need to go in a deal. Because if Yabu can't play in a game like this, then we need to make a trade. Like, what are we talking about? Clearly getting out muscled. In the first quarter, we was +4 in the glass. So I felt optimistic. Second half comes around. Well, the end of the first half comes around. We're a -9. Let me just fact check myself. Hold on, I got all these stats in front of me. But let me tell you something. There's a trade coming. No matter how good y'all think we looked in those games, I seen it. I saw it in the Memphis game. I'm like, damn, we are small. We are small. If Memphis played like Orlando plays, we would have lost. But Memphis, they just want to shoot threes all day. And when it's not falling, they're just vulnerable. And Memphis also, they're not the defensive powerhouse that they were the previous year. So all these things are definitely concerning. The Magic were a +10 on the glass. So, when the Knicks dominate the defensive rebounding matchup differential on the year, we are 6-2. So anytime we don't, we pretty much lose. And so this was just one of those examples. We couldn't dominate the glass. Oh, we do got a caller. Oh, hold on. My bad. I missed the call. Hold on. Let me get this caller on the line. I had the calls window closed. Hold on. Get this guy back up here. Keep the calls coming though. 646-995-8389.
Yes, hello.
Hello, caller. State your name. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Brooklyn, New York.
Hey, how's it going? Your voice sounds familiar.
Yeah. This is Tony from Brooklyn, New York.
Hey, salute to my man Tony from Brooklyn, New York, man. What's going on? How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling a little bad. The Knicks lost tonight.
I'm feeling a little bad because I'm trying to say hello and you not saying hello to me.
Oh, hello, TC. I didn't hear you.
How you doing? How the family?
The family's good, I'm here, just hosting the show.
I know that's right.
I'm happy to hear from you guys.
Same here.
Yeah, what up, come on? What up, come on?
What's going on?
It's your mom,
Yes, I hear y'all. Y'all having a good time. Ain't this past y'all bedtime? What y'all doing over there?
Yeah, we're not there yet.
Yeah, it is, but guess what? We talking New York Knicks tonight. New York Knicks.
Maybe next week.
So what was what was y'all thoughts on the game? I mean, tough night. Y'all called me on the phone, and what did I tell y'all?
What mine is, what I seen. Right?
Okay, what's up?
I seen a tired team that played last night that couldn't hit open shots tonight. They didn't hit the threes. They didn't hit their 3-pointers, right? And they were slow on the defense. And that's what I seen tonight. And if they would have hit these threes like they hit every other game, they would have wiped this team with the floor. And that's what I believe. So I'll let Tony give you his end.
Okay.
Well, my piece of it is I think tonight was a test for the coach, Mike Brown.
Yes.
He needed to come up with a strategy to help the Knicks get to the next level. So this is the test for the new coach. They're gonna have these problems throughout the season, so he's got to figure out a way on night to nights, on against tough teams, to figure out a way to play more players or call more timeouts at key moments in order to get his team over the hump.
$20.
Right. Right.
And I
I
also
agree.
think,
Did you? Okay. Go ahead.
also I want to say one more thing, that he should have played a little more Diawari and maybe a little Talacola and Pacone Dadier, because them guys was tired. They didn't have the legs under them. They were missing a lot of shots. They weren't rebounding. They was getting beat at every game. And you could tell they were a tired team tonight. But I guarantee you, we're going to go to Orlando and we're going to blow them out in Orlando. And that's what's going to happen. I guarantee that.
So, did you guys hear the news though?
What news? That?
Brunson left the arena with a walking boot and crutches.
He had a broken toe.
No, I said he left the arena with a walking boot and crutches.
Oh, he left with a walking boot.
All right, next man up. Next man up. That's what I gotta say. So, I hope he's all right. And if not, we just still got to continue to march to this championship, with or without him. I mean, that's the way it is.
If anything, he should be back by Monday, Wednesday at the latest.
I hope. You know what? Listen, I hope that is the case. I hope he's not going to have to miss anything more than a couple of games, if that, even that.
Mhm.
So, what about the size? You guys don't think the size was a factor at all? They out-rebounded us by 12.
No, I don't
that-
think so. You know why I don't think so? Because we were on tired legs. I watched the game tonight, and every shot, the Knicks was a step slow. They were tired from last night. They put a lot of energy last night, and they didn't have the legs. They weren't shooting well. They wasn't playing competitive basketball like they did in the previous games that they played. And I seen it. Layups, they was missing layups. Towns missed a dunk. Jordan Brunson missed layups after layup. And they didn't have the legs under them. So my adjustment would have been, I would have played a little more deeper into the bench, because I know they're tired and exhausted from their energies of last night. And that's what I seen.
So, all right, you brought up Diawara and some of the other younger guys. Why can't Yabu get more time? He's supposed to be this guy that's still a free agency. He only played 3 minutes. Why can't he get more time when he's supposed to be the guy who's supposed to be the big man off the bench?
Well, my personal feeling about Yabi is he's not in conditioning right now to compete at this level. He played his Euro basketball, and he played with Philadelphia last year. And it seems like to me he's a little overweight, and I think he has to get conditioned for this. For me, I would have played a little more. I would have played Diawara. I would have played Pacone Dadier. I would have brought them into the mix to help balance out some of that young big size that they had. I would have brought in the center. What's his name? We got James the third, whatever.
Jameson.
I would have gave them opportunities, because we didn't have the legs under us. These guys was missing open shots. They was killing the last few games. They even Bridges, OG, all these Hart, everybody was there. Carson, everybody's missing. If we would have hit our threes, we'd have won this game. We'd have won this game if we would have hit our threes.
So when is the next game against Orlando?
Next week.
That's the 22nd. That's a
Yeah,
Saturday.
next week.
All right, so that's gonna be the test, so we could get a good gauge
Yeah.
on the next game to see if things need to be changed or not.
And it
Right.
won't be
But
on
it-
the back-to-back. Believe me.
But
It won't be on
but
the
the record-
back-to-back. We're going
but
to
the
catch them
record-
straight up head on.
For the record, Jemison wasn't available tonight, but
He wasn't?
Ariel was available. Yeah, he wasn't available tonight.
When he was in the G League?
He might be, because they're getting ready to. I think their season just started up. So He might be getting ready with the G League squad.
Okay, all right.
You know
But
something? I'm ready
yeah.
to bring we need some length, like you said. And Yabu right now is not ready. He's not fitting into the system, and it's gonna take some time. So let's give them some guys. Only what, game 11? So let's give them some time to gel, but they might have to make adjustment to get some more length on this
Yes.
team. And
100%.
so we'll see. Let's see down the road. I thought they was tired. I thought they was on tired legs tonight, and that's what cost them the game. And Mike Brown, I don't know why he didn't call timeouts like he normally do, and he just let them play through it. And I guess he's trying to analyze where he's gonna go and what he's gonna do down the road in these tough games. I don't know.
So my last question I got for you, right?
Mhm.
So there was a point in the game, Brunson made the floater. This was in the fourth quarter at the 4:33 mark. And then Anthony Black responds and makes a three. We're down 15 with 4:18 to go. Do you think he should have pulled the guys out? Because he said he normally doesn't chase wins like Tibbs. He's going to pull the guys out. And clearly this wasn't our night. Do you think
No, it
that
wasn't.
was a missed opportunity? That he should have maybe considered pulling the guys at that point?
I would have pulled them out before that moment. And the reason why I say that, because none of them had it. And to preserve, I didn't want nobody to get hurt. I would have dumped them at the 6-minute mark. I would say, you know what? We'll catch them the next time, and I would empty my bench and let them sit on it. Because they were exhausted from last night. It was a lot of energy last night. I don't know if people realize that. I looked at their shooting performance, their legs, the way they move, the way they play. They got into this half-court set where Brunson was dominating the ball again, and I was like, no, these guys are tired. I would have pulled them out then. I'm gonna be honest. I would have sat them, brought the young boys in, let them go, and count that as a loss. And we'll regroup for the next one. Now Brunson may be hurt, and here we go again. Here we go with the injury. Here we go.
Exactly, man. Exactly, man. But listen, I appreciate you guys for calling, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully I see Tony and you guys soon.
Yeah, hope so.
It's been a minute. All right.
Yo, come on. Good talking to you and everything. And
Yes, sir.
Knicks. That's all I can say. Let's go Knicks.
It's always let's go, Knicks. You know that.
Yeah. But you know what? I'm not disappointed because it's a back-to-back, right? And I see what they could do on strong legs and everything. So, son, good night, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right. I'll call you tomorrow, Pops.
All right, man.
All right, peace out.
All right. All right. That was the OG Knicks fan calling up. And my people's out of Brooklyn, man. So, you know, keep the calls coming at 646-995-8389. Honestly, y'all, like, I hear y'all tired legs. If y'all want that excuse, okay, I give it to you. But stylistically, the size is a problem. Now, will we do better with fresh legs? Okay. But them cross matchups, when you find Wagner being guarded by Deuce McBride and all of that, it spells trouble. Hello, caller. State your name, where you're calling from.
Yo, what's good? It's JJ from Brooklyn. What's poppin'?
Hey, JJ from Brooklyn, man.
What up,
man?
man?
I honestly, man, I could be better.
Yeah.
I could be better, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. It's still early.
Yeah. It happened, man. Listen, all right, so let me just try and break this one down.
Okay.
Orlando, they're not the type of team you want to play in the second night of a back-to-back. No excuses, but they're just not. You don't want to play a team where they play football out there.
Yes.
You know, I'm not trying to knock the team. They're a football team.
Football team.
Just a
100%.
bunch of linebackers. Desmond Bain, even with his short arms, he's like the little linebacker. They're just a team full of length, full of physicality, full of height. It's just if there's one team you don't want to play in the second night of a back-to-back, it's the Orlando.
Orlando. 100%.
Orlando.
And they don't like you.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know, you add that to the mix.
Yeah,
This Eastern Conference, we going to Madison Square Garden. You know, we got
yeah.
to end this streak. You know, all of that
Right,
goes into play.
right. 100, yeah, 100%. You know, they said, okay, y'all are undefeated at home. All right, bet. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
hey, give them credit. You know, you tip your cap and say, you know, we'll see you what next week or in a few days,
Yeah, the
whatever.
22nd. Yeah, the
Yeah,
22nd.
right.
That's a
So yeah,
Saturday.
right. Yeah, next Saturday, right?
Uh,
Yeah.
uh,
So you know that'll be another home game, right, in Orlando. You know,
yes.
you
Yeah, I
know
mean,
that's you
every
know what
game in the
that's like.
East, you know. Yeah, you already
Yeah,
know.
you
Yes.
know what that's like. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully it's not another back to back. I don't believe so.
Nah, no. Our next back to
Yeah.
back is December 3rd and the 2nd. The 2nd and the
Oh,
3rd.
okay, good. All right, bet. Yeah. So listen, man. Like, I just felt like we were just out physical, and I guess you can say that would be a concern. Like, if we did meet them when it matters most, like, I don't think it's the ideal matchup for this, the way this roster is built.
Right.
They're just, you know, I mean, the height is, it's ridiculous, straight up. Like,
It's a problem.
I mean, you know, their guards, Suggs, 6'6", 6'5", 6'6", coming off the bench with Anthony Black, 6'7" guard. He was
Right.
killing us. Every big basket, every big floater he would hit tonight. Big
Eh,
threes.
But
Like he was
JJ,
just
but that's
hitting.
what I was telling you, right? Didn't I tell you this? We have a clip on the channel. I said,
Mm-hmm.
JJ, you was worried about the Hawks. I said,
Yeah,
JJ,
right. You did.
it's the
You did.
magic, boy.
You called it. You might be right. All right. Right now, I got. All right. You got that right now. I think you got that, yo.
Hey y'all gotta listen. Y'all gotta hit that subscribe button, that like button. I will not steer you wrong. I
Word.
studied the game of basketball. I pretty
Yeah.
much watched every Orlando Magic game, which probably besides 2 games I missed. I watched all 8 games. So
Yeah.
I'm
There.
telling you, they
Yeah.
are a physical team. Even though they was losing a lot of games, they
Right.
are
Right.
a very physical team.
Mm.
They're probably the only team in the NBA that really look for mismatch hunts, and they're gonna pound that ball. They're gonna go downhill
Oh,
and
they was
pound the
hunting
ball inside.
Brunson all game, man. Brunson
All
was. Oh
day, all
my
day,
God.
all day. That's it. That's
Oof.
it. Simple. That's also.
Oof.
And remember, and JJ, this is what I told you as well. My concern with Orlando is who is Brunson going to guard?
Right.
Because Jalen Suggs is a football player. Y'all saw that offensive foul early in the game. Boom! It's like a dude. We call that in football when you like shield the dude away. It's like a stiff
Stiff
arm.
arm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I told
Stiff.
y'all he's a football player.
Yeah.
He's stiff
Yeah.
arming Jalen Brunson. Dude, you in the wrong sport. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Yeah. Yo, listen, man. You're right, though. I think. Yeah. I think I got. I think you're right. I think right now it's Orlando. I mean, listen. Yeah, man. Like that. To me, that series would kind of remind me of how we had a like Detroit in the playoffs last year. We're just gonna have to
right,
gut it out somehow,
gonna have to gut it
it's
out.
not gonna be easy. We're probably
Yep.
just gonna have to win based off talent, like Brunson shot making, Cat, you know. But
Towns.
I would say buckle in for a long series. I would say that. I wouldn't say like we definitely wouldn't win, you know.
Right.
But yeah, it would be a battle for sure. It would be a
Gonna be
battle
a
for
battle.
sure.
And,
You
and
know,
also,
like
JJ, you know
yeah,
that trade is coming. You
for
know
who?
Leon Rose is making the trade. Listen,
Mm,
Leon Rose is going to make a trade. 100%.
mm,
If y'all want to take bets, we could take bets. A
mm,
trade is going to happen. I don't know when, but trust me,
mm.
what you seen tonight, they see it and they will address it. Especially if it
Mm,
happens again on the 22nd. Oh, 100%.
mm.
There's going to be a trade. But I don't even think that game would even matter. I think that they're going to look at the roster and see that, yo, he played a lineup with Deuce McBride, Jalen Brunson, and Jordan Clarkson. Y'all already know. Salute to y'all who watch the show. I can't stand that lineup, man.
Oh, God, don't get me started, man.
You playing these three,
Oh,
6, 3. I showed the minutes, JJ. I'm not sure when you joined the show. I'll do it again because some people joined. Salute to everybody that just joined the show. Hit the like button. I'm going in tonight. It's early. I'm not. Listen, the season's not over, but
yeah,
we have the right to
yeah.
criticize this game. Look at this
Oh, yeah,
right
yeah.
here. Jonathan Isaac, 6'11".
6'10".
He played 16 minutes.
The
Tristan De
Silva,
Silva, 22
6'9".
minutes.
Ugh,
And then Joe Goga Bataze,
7
16
feet.
minutes.
Yeah, these guys
All
are
off the bench.
6'10". Yeah, 6'10",
Now
6'8".
look at our bench. Look at our bench.
Oh,
Gershon Yabusele is the only guy that's 6'8", and he's the
right,
tallest guy. He plays 5 minutes.
right. Yeah.
The cross matches, even against the Grizzlies, like I seen it, I said, damn, Aldama got an easy ass layup because he had a small guard switched on him.
Yeah, he cooked
And
us.
he, so what I'm saying is, I hear y'all. Y'all love y'all team. Oh, we got a great team, and it is a good team. But some of your
Yeah, yeah.
favorite Knicks gotta go to get. We gotta make a move to get somebody 6'9" who could play. Because if Yabu, JJ, I got a question. If Yabu was supposed to be the steal of the offseason, I told y'all to chill with that.
Oh.
I watched him in Eurobasket. He didn't look like steal of the offseason to me. I didn't think he was gonna look this bad. But yes, it's still early. He could turn it around. But the point that I'm saying to everyone is this, right? If this brother plays 3 minutes in a game where we could use size, don't you think it's time? Like we need to get somebody that's 6'9" that's going to be able to play.
Right.
What say you, JJ?
No, I'm with you. Yeah, that's a great point because, that's our only guy off the bench that's playing that has size. And, yeah, I mean, he just kept that at the 3-point line. He ain't trying to bang with those two, but the Isaacs and the Batatses of the world. He didn't want that
He don't even
smoke.
get but JJ, he don't even get the minutes to bang with them. He don't
Yeah,
even get the time.
right.
It's not like he played 10 minutes and he was getting cooked.
Right.
And we're like, damn, his brother played
Yeah.
3 minutes. He hit 1 3,
Oh,
and that was it. It was
jeez.
out the game. And then
Oh,
your man Mitchell Robinson, he's
he
getting
was great
17
tonight.
minutes. Listen, let me tell you something.
Sarcasm.
To all my Mitchell Robinson people, I'm not trying to bash Mitch because I'm not blaming him for the loss. But what I'm saying is the brother's only playing 17 minutes, bro.
Yeah, no impact.
On a night like tonight, when like you're dealing with these guys are all big, bro. Like they
Yeah.
got Wagner. Wagner's getting 37 minutes. He's 6'10". Wendell Carter cooked us tonight.
Oh,
Salute to the Duke Blue Devils, but not salute to the Orlando Magic, but salute to the Duke Blue Devils. Duke kind of runs the league. He had 31 minutes. He was cooking us, right? And then Desmond Bain. Well, Desmond Bain is not big, but the point that I'm saying is they got so much size in their lineup that
it's crazy, yo.
you gotta play taller guys because they're going downhill to the basket. They're not shooting threes like Atlanta. They're not shooting threes like Houston. Houston's Houston has the biggest lineup in NBA history. Can someone explain to me why Sangoon is posting up for the 3-point line? I just want an explanation for that. I don't get it. I don't like it. It doesn't make no sense. Like they're a team that don't go downhill like that. They don't. They want to shoot jumpers. Orlando is the one team that they don't care about jumpers, bro. They know they can't shoot it. That's why they barely can shoot. They go to the basket, bro, and they drawing fouls.
I like that. They said we're not a shooting team. We're gonna do what we do. We're not gonna just change our game just because the NBA says so. We're gonna stick to what we do. And I like that, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, like if we're gonna beat this team in the playoffs, if we match up, we gotta bring our hard hats because it ain't gonna be no walk in the park. Not even close, Buckle up, because that would be a long, physical, grueling series, man.
Facts.
I mean, listen, like, this team is coming off the bench with 6'7" Anthony Black, 6'10" Isaac.
I didn't even go there. I didn't even add those guys.
6'11" Gogo Batadze, who seems to do great versus us every time he plays us. Every time, I swear.
You think you get a break with Anthony Black? He's 6'7". He's the smallest guy on the floor.
Oh my God.
And he going downhill too.
Oh my God, yo. That's crazy, Like
Telling you.
Height it's absurd, Like Bane is the smallest guy, and he don't play small. That's for sure.
He going to the basket too. He set it off in the first. When I seen in the first quarter, he got 2 layups, and Mitch was out there. I was like, ooh,
he want that smoke.
It's gonna be one of them nights.
Yeah. So listen, man, like. Yeah, just one of them, I know I heard the Brunson news, so you'd assume he's gonna miss it for at least a couple games, I would guess, right? I mean,
I hope it's just a couple of games.
Yeah, right. You hope, right? I mean,
I hope it is.
Listen, you got to take the the long-term outlook. Any injury this year, like
Yeah.
get to the playoffs healthy. If he's gonna miss
Right.
2 weeks, he misses 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is what it is. It's
It is
unfortunate,
what it
but
is.
you got to be careful. It's about the long run. Listen, I
Right.
want to say this real quick,
Yeah. Yeah. Say do your thing, JJ. My bad if I didn't let you get it out. Go ahead.
No, you good, bro. You good, man. I want to say this. All right. Just talking about the East as a whole, real quick. All right. We
Okay.
have to do it this season. Let me explain why. The Pacers, right? They're going to be the worst team in the league, right? So they're going to get
Yes.
Halliburton back. And what else are they going to get? A top 5 pick and a great draft, right? The Celtics, they'll be in the lottery. Who are they getting back next year? Tatum and then a lottery pick. The Atlanta Hawks, who I love. What are they getting this year? A top 10 pick because they have New Orleans pick and they're god awful.
Right.
So this is going to
Yep.
be our best shot. Not saying we can't beat either of those teams, but those 3 are going to be even better when they're getting the star back and getting the top 10 pick. At least, I mean,
Good point.
Boston and Indiana. So they're going to be, those teams are going to be back. They're
Good
going to be
point.
back.
And then to add to your diatribe,
You know,
Detroit Pistons, they're going to be
oh,
better. No draft
yeah.
pick. They're going to be better because their young players could consistently get better. Salute to
My guy Duran, man. I've
hey,
been on
listen.
this from day. The second we traded Duran, when we had to trade
Oh yeah,
Kemba's
that's oh
contract,
god.
I
Oh
said
god.
I said, trust me, everybody, we are gonna regret. I swear, I said it to everyone. We are gonna regret this. This Duran kid is gonna be him. And
Man, I
he
was gonna
look at the
say,
leap. Look at the
look at
leap
him.
he's taking.
I was gonna say, JJ, he's on my fantasy team. So I'm
Oh,
kind of reaping the benefits. My
you
fantasy
getting
team, by the
20
way,
and 15 every night, dude.
every night we crushing the
You-
fantasy league, by the way, yo.
Oh
We
my
crushing it.
God.
These
This
dudes,
kid is
they can't mess
21.
with me. Yeah,
Look,
he's
this
21.
kid
He's
is
amazing.
20. He's a grown man. What do you think this kid's gonna be at 24? I mean, come
That's what
on
I'm
now.
saying. So these guys are gonna because
Oh,
this is why I give us the edge this year because none of these guys got real playoff experience, right? So that should automatically give us the edge in the postseason. But you said it. Next year,
yeah.
it's gonna be some new players, and then if Milwaukee, depending on how
Oh,
Milwaukee falls, or if they fall, or if they win, right? You're gonna have a motivated Giannis.
mm.
I hope they fall, so maybe we could get them on the Knicks. Because after watching tonight, I don't want to hear no, we don't need Giannis. I don't want to hear
Oh.
that.
He's having a pretty decent year, isn't he? He's doing all
I
right
don't
this
want to
year.
hear that. Okay, I'm not calling for the Giannis trade. We're just speaking about the future, right? I'm not saying that I want to trade for him now. Relax.
And
But I'm
Giannis
saying
is built for this type of matchup. How did Wingstop look tonight, by the way? That's
Wingstop look like
hey.
they continue going. They look like they continue to go.
Oof,
And it
oof,
was brutal, man.
oof.
Part of it is that, out of position, because Yabu is giving you 3 minutes, and your starting centers can only play 17 minutes.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
now Towns is at the 5. Oh, we don't want Towns at the 5. Well, Towns is at the 5. Like, what realistically changed? You don't see the double
Yeah.
big lineup for more than 2-3 minutes. 2-3 minutes in the first quarter, then 2-3 minutes in the third quarter. That's it. No more double big lineup. So Towns is at the 5.
Right. And let me say this. This guy, man, this Tone dude, you a clown, dog. Straight up. This dude only shows up when we lose. Of course he
he
shows
in the
up
chat?
tonight. You a bozo, bro, if you're still up in there. You're
I
a
still
straight up
want the
clown.
smoke on Monday, whether
This
Brunson
dude's
can't
a
play or not.
clown, calling people
Listen,
bums. Nah, you're the only bum, bro. Your
listen.
team
It's
just
cool.
lost. Hold up. Your team just lost to Cleveland tonight. And you know who didn't play out Cleveland? Let me tell you who was out.
Exactly.
Donovan
I was
Mitchell,
going there.
Darius Garland, Evan Mobley. So
I
sit
was
down and
going
shut
there.
up. Sit down and
Yeah, I
shut
was gonna
up.
go there. I was gonna go there
Just
because
sit
they
down
think
and
they
shut your
gonna
mouth.
come in. They think they're gonna come in
Susie.
Friday, right? They're gonna feel good, like, oh, Brunson's not gonna be there, but you already lost to the Cavaliers
And they're
without their
gonna
guys.
disappear when we beat them. Clown,
Right. And then he's gonna
You a
disappear. He ain't gonna
clown,
call up. That's why I
Nah,
told him,
you a bum, bro.
don't
Straight up.
disappear, bro. Please don't disappear. Because I seen
Where
it
was
happen.
he when we was on our winning streak?
Right, he didn't call
MIA.
up.
Yeah,
Wasn't
he's
in
a
the chat.
clown,
Wasn't
You
in
a
the chat.
bozo,
Yeah.
bro. Clown.
Oh yeah, they lost. Oh wow.
Lost to a team missing the whole star lineup. Sit down,
Allen
bro.
had 30 on him. Allen dropped 30.
Allen, that's a joke. Bum ass team, yo.
So what Towns going to
Sit
do?
down.
Towns is going listen. Towns going to be upset on Friday.
Jared
And
Allen, he got no offensive game. You dropped 30 on your head,
you
clown.
dropped 30 on your head, bro. With no Mitchell, no Garland,
Said it.
no Merrill.
Who's the
They're all-
bum? Who's the bums? Yeah.
Let's go. I like
Sit
that
down
energy,
and shut
JJ.
up. Clown.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I
Take
like
that
that.
nonsense somewhere else, clown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, man. On that note,
Salute, JJ.
let's go Knicks.
Let's
We'll
go.
be all right, man.
We're gonna be all right. Yeah, it's not over. Nah. Oh, damn. I hung up by accident. My bad, JJ. Yeah. I did not mean to do that. Hold on. Let me see if you want to. I kind of hung up prematurely on him. I didn't like it the way that ended. By the way, keep the calls coming. 646-995-8389. Let me see. JJ,
Hello?
my bad. I hung up by accident.
Oh,
My
yeah.
bad.
All good, bro. All good, brother.
Yeah, I
All
want you to
good,
get
man.
your final word out.
That was basically it. Just calling that dude a clown.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Let
it.
him know, JJ. Let him
Clown.
know how we do it in BK. Let's go.
Got washed up by two missing a whole starting lineup because you in here talking mess. You're a bum.
I was getting there too, JJ. I like it, man. Y'all on point, man. Y'all the objective Knicks fans too, man.
You ain't getting away with that nonsense. Not when I'm up in here. Bozo.
See, JJ, I'm calculated like that. I let him talk and get it out.
Yeah.
Like his team ain't just lose. Like his team ain't just lose. Like I let him get it out. We bums. Okay. What about your team? What about your team?
You got nerve talking after what happened with your team tonight. Team missing a whole starting lineup. Trash.
They split games with Boston, bro. They couldn't even beat Boston. Anyway, that's a whole nother topic, bro.
Yeah, clown.
But all right, JJ, I get with you, man.
All
See
right,
you
man.
on Friday,
Appreciate
man.
you, brother.
All right.
All right, man. Salute, man.
That was my man JJ from BK. Keep the calls coming. Hold on. I think I missed a call. Hold on. I got to get this brother back on the line. I know he in and out the chat. By the way, continue to hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And if you are a subscriber, consider joining the channel. See if I get Yuri back on.
Yep.
Hey Yuri.
Hey, what's up?
You're back on the line.
Yeah, no. Basically, JB did exit and walking boot. I'm not worried about it, even though I said I was worried about it.
Yeah, it's not like he's gonna. It doesn't mean he's gonna be out for months. No, that's just procedure because you don't want him to put any more weight on it. You want to sustain it.
The good news is that Jalen Brunson was able to make the 2 free throws.
Yes, and he walked on his own power.
And he walked off his own power. So that tells me that it's a roll. He rolled his ankle. I'm assuming he's going to sit out for the next few games.
Facts.
So I'm not worried about it. All I'm saying is the Knicks had a bad night, folks. It happens on a back-to-back. They suck on back-to-backs. I'm not tripping. Want to know why I'm not tripping? Just fast forward to May. That's all I'm saying. Come on.
Facts.
Why should we, Knicks fans, why are we tripping over this game on a back-to-back? I get it. We didn't want to lose this game. Mike Brown even said it too. They got their asses kicked tonight. And Mike Brown even called out the team. You want to know what Mike Brown said? He got very pissed off that the Knicks were actually complaining to the refs. Mike Brown don't play that. Mike Brown don't play.
No, I mean that's a good point, but Yuri, I felt like Mike Brown dropped the ball tonight though.
He
I'm
did
keep
drop
it
the
real.
ball.
Because that moment that I talked about, that 23 mark when Brunson hit the floater and then the dude responded with the 3 black.
That's when you should have pulled him out. I agree.
Pull the guys out.
Should have pulled him out.
Pull the guys out. No?
But here's the thing though, and I gotta say it every time, right? I'm gonna give Mike Brown leeway here. It's his first year with the team. I'll hold the players more accountable than the coach. That's how I am. If this was Tibbs, I would have went off on Tibbs. But Mike Brown does deserve accountability for it. Should have pulled Jalen Brunson out. But they didn't want to lose this game tonight. They didn't want to lose this game. It's obvious.
No, I get it.
They didn't want to lose it tonight. And they got and look, let's be real here. They got close pretty freaking plenty of times tonight to making that comeback. They made a very good few runs. They just
No,
couldn't
that's a
pull it.
fact.
They just couldn't pull it off in the end.
So Yuri, how do you feel about Yabu though? Like this guy, he's the only 6'8" plus guy in
Listen,
the bench.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm not
What's up?
giving up on Yabu. Do you know how long Isaiah Hartenstein took to get his flow into this team? We Knicks fans, as much as we bash our players on a daily basis, you know who I'm talking about. The way I view it is this: it took Isaiah Hartenstein 3 months to find his footing, and this was under Tom Thibodeau. We fans should be gracefully giving Yabu the same benefit of the doubt. That's all I'm saying. Notice I'm the objective one here tonight. I'm not the one flipping my head off.
Nah, but listen, but Yuri, no, but I feel you. But look, we got to be objective. See, here's the thing: that team with Hartenstein wasn't looking to win a championship. So I'm raising the standards. My standards are high. All right, and how I see it is this: these guys got 6'11" dudes getting 22 minutes off the bench. You trying to tell me you 6'8" and you only getting 3 minutes? Like, what do we need? Like realistically, we need a 6'9" guy that we could play now. Like, we don't need a 6'9" guy who I gotta
Listen,
wait till February to show up.
I didn't feel good about this matchup tonight because of the back-to-back. Let's just be real.
Okay. I'm gonna give y'all the tired excuse, and if y'all want to go with that, cool. But still, stylistically, there's some things that concerns me. The downhill mismatches, him playing Deuce, Clarkson, and Brunson. I was like, wait, hold on. I thought we got past it. Wait, hold on. We going
Listen,
back
hey,
to
whoa,
Deuce.
whoa. Come on. It's still early in the season. He's still trying to figure out the rotation. Come on. I know your
Okay,
standards are high.
so
We
so why do you okay, so Yuri, why can't Diawara? Why he couldn't come in the game?
I don't know.
He said I get Yuri, I get it. We're talking about the game. I don't think we're doomed. I still think we're a great team. I still think we're the best team in the East. So I'm not off the ledge. I'm not going off the ledge, but I am, I take a lot of notes.
But
I
with
got
Jalen Brunson
journals.
out now I think he is going to have to expand the rotation. Someone's going to have to get those minutes. And guess what? Do not be surprised if Cat becomes the number one option on this team.
But no, he's definitely going to be.
Well,
definitely going to be.
because you guys want to say, "Oh, Cat needs to step up. Cat needs to step up." The guy's been killing it. He had one bad game tonight. The guy's been killing it ever since that 3-game road trip where he looked like crap. Can we give Cat a little bit of grace here? He had one bad game tonight.
You know what? Another thing too, Yuri, like people talking about, oh yeah, why did we should have been hitting our threes. Orlando is a good defensive team. Y'all acting like Orlando don't play good defense, yo. Like Orlando could defend, bro. Trust me.
Oh, and guess what? They got away with so much bullshit tonight. They got
that too. Definitely super aggressive, but that's what they do. Like this is what they
Mikel even said it. Mikel called out the Knicks like, "Yo, you can't be complaining to the refs every night. Well, like they're getting to our heads." Mike Brown even called out the Knicks too.
Yeah. I mean, when you're going up against Orlando, you have to you have to put your football pads on. And, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to bring it like that.
And listen, we played them on the 22nd again. The first match didn't go well. Okay, let's see how the second match goes.
Oh, it's gonna be different.
It's gonna be different. This ain't gonna be a blowout.
Oh hell no.
This ain't gonna be a blowout like last time. Matter of fact, I still think the Knicks are gonna win the second game.
Yeah, I think so. Hey, look, Brunson don't even have to play. Brunson don't even have to be there. I still think that we could do a lot of good things because one, we got a lot of guards. So the guard spot is our strongest position.
This is the one thing I will say though. You guys want Mike Brown to show if we had the upgrade? This is Mike Brown's time. Jalen Brunson's going to be out a few games. Let's see how we do without him.
Yep. And don't be surprised if Kolek gets the starting job. That might sound crazy, but don't be surprised.
And because why? We need more movement. We need ball movement. We need athleticism.
pick and roll, somebody who could run pick and roll.
We
Really
had it
good.
tonight, and Cat missed a dunk. Listen, I'm gonna give Cat the benefit of the doubt that he fucked up tonight. All right, they all had a
Watch
bad
the
game.
Yuri, right the language. I know we upset with language.
All right, excuse my language. Everyone had a bad game tonight. Deuce had a bad game. Cat had a bad game. JB had a bad game. Hawk had a bad game. It happens.
Wait, hold on, whoa. Hold on. We got JB didn't have a bad game.
Okay,
JB.
but still,
Matter of fact, I was gonna only put his shirt up here because I felt like him and Shamit are the only two that show
that
up
stood out tonight. That stood out tonight.
You know, salute to Shamit. Yo, by the way, I owe Shamit. I owe him another apology. Nah, I apologize already. Shamit is doing good.
Shamit is the guy you need in every playoff game. Let's just
he's great. Yeah, he's playing excellent.
There was a lot of
the
positives
game
tonight. There was a lot of positives, minus the fact that JB got injured. The Knicks fought. You can't say that they didn't fight till the end. They got a damn near to single digits. They got a damn near to single digits.
Yeah, we always are going to fight. You know, we're not just going to roll over.
And let me tell you something. If I'm Mike Brown, and if I'm Mike Brown, and I called out the Knicks in the media tonight, you know damn well. The Knicks are not going to take this lying down. They're going to get back on a winning streak. They always do.
Oh yeah, and it starts with Miami. Hopefully that Tones guy, if you listening, please do not duck the smoke
when we win.
You better call up on Friday. He's talking all this. Look, he only shows up when we lose. It's already a bad sign. We won 5 games in a row. Did not hear from this Tone dude. But the minute we lose, now he want to be in the chat.
So we'll see if Jalen Brunson is okay. I don't think it's that severe. I think they were using a walking boot as a cautionary approach because they didn't want it to be worse. But it is very alarming that he needed a boot to get out of MSG. So shouldn't dismiss that.
But, no, we're not going to dismiss it. He could be out for a couple of weeks. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's out for what, 3 weeks, 4 weeks minimum?
Yeah.
But he'll be back.
Hopefully not minimum, but you know, it's possible. Hopefully not minimum. I don't want to put that out there. But he going to
find out how long he's out for.
Yeah, we'll find out.
We'll find out. If it's true, it's going to be an ankle sprain. They don't play that. If it's an ankle sprain, they're not going to play that.
Yeah, let him rest. It's fine. It's early in the season.
I will tell you though, this, as much as I hate to say it, this is kind of a good sign. JB's out.
Okay.
The ball.
Why do you say that?
I say that because as much as I hate Jalen Brunson with that dribble, and I love it at the same time, the Knicks will figure out how to score without Jalen Brunson. There's many options to this. You can have Cat being the number 1 option. You can have Mikal being the number 1 option. You can have OG being the number 1 option. Mike Brown has the creativity, and I trust Mike Brown to get the Knicks back on a winning track record without Jalen Brunson in the lineup. So,
it might sound crazy, Yuri, but I think they should start calling.
We'll see what.
You don't got to get a lot of minutes. You don't got to get a lot of minutes. He could get 20 minutes, but I think that him, because he's a pass first guard, I think that could light an infusion in the offense. Him and Towns running pick and roll. I want to see it.
Because as much as we hate to admit, as much as JP runs this engine, there's going to be a lot that now we're going to see how good this team really is without Jalen Brunson. We're going to find out this team's what it is without JB. This is a good test for the Knicks.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, don't be surprised if the Knicks become better defensively without Jalen Brunson as well.
It depends on who they start. Then if you want to become better defensively, you got to start Deuce.
You got to start Deuce. I hate it, but
if that's the goal. If that's the goal. If I'm saying if defense is your goal, start Deuce. If you want your offense to sustain itself, of course it's not going to be like, you know, you lose Brunson. I mean, that's 27 points a game you're losing. But at the same time, I feel like Kolek can, you know, he can sustain some of what Brunson does.
And he can give you then some.
Right.
And here's the thing: as much as we hate to admit it, we got backup guards. We got Deuce. We got Kolek. You know,
You got a lot of guards. So
we got a lot of guards. This is why you get those guards. You get the ball handling.
right now, if OG would have went down, I would be very concerned because Yabu's only getting 5 minutes. So Josh Hart gonna be a power forward playing 39 minutes at power forward because Yabu can't play because he's not ready.
Right. And give the Magic credit. You know, they kicked our asses. I'll give credit when credit's due. Kicked our asses. You came to MSG. You broke our winning streak. You know. But hey, let's see how we do on the 22nd when you come back here again.
Oh, we're gonna cook them. We're gonna cook them.
But
100%.
listen, the way I view it is this: it's a marathon, not a sprint. You still got 82. You got 82 games to go through this. You know, you're off to a good start. You know what I mean?
Right. We're gonna
I'm
be
not.
fine. We're gonna be fine. Listen, to all my like super Debbie Downer people, look, I'm not a super Debbie Downer. All of my criticism is about this game.
That's
I'm
it.
not talking about the future. I'm not saying,
I didn't like
oh
this
yeah,
game tonight for plenty of reasons. I'm
right.
not going to say the refs because I'm not going to be that kind of a cop out. The Knicks sucked tonight on defense, and when they had it going, they couldn't make the run to take the lead.
Right. The refs ain't the reason why they going downhill on you and driving it every time they get, So yeah, you could blame the refs for missing
I
some
was
calls.
hoping the complaining would stop when Mike Brown got him, but it looks like it's still going on. That concerns me a little bit. But hey, listen, I'm glad Mike Brown called out the Knicks for it. You know, he's very honest in his answers. And he's going to say, yo, listen, guys got to stop complaining. Got to get our shit together. Mike Brown's very brutally honest in his interviews. There's one thing I noticed about him. Super honest. And he's using the media to motivate the Knicks. And they're going to see it. The Knicks are going to take the challenge.
Yeah, I just
This
hope
is,
it doesn't backfire on us.
I
These
don't think
guys
so.
got the last coach fired. So
I don't think
I think.
so. Oh, yeah, guys. If you guys are not in the Discord, right? I've
Oh,
run
hey, I'm gonna
some.
get to that. Yep. Yeah. Well, hold on. Wait. Don't spill the beans on that. They got to
Okay,
get in the Discord to get that information. Sorry,
you,
we can't share. You know what? Share one of the reports. Share one of the late, was like report 5.
all right. I'm going to say one of them. One of
Yeah,
them.
this one.
There, guys. I talked to an old Nick head yesterday for 2 hours. He had a source at MSG. The source was working there for 14 years. I dropped a lot of reports today in that chat. Some of them were very contradictory. Some of them didn't make sense, but this is what I heard. But I can tell you one of the reports I heard is definitely true because we confirmed it on this show. Precious Achua had beef with Tom Thibodeau, and it went deep. It was downhill. Precious Achua was pissed off at Tom Thibodeau because of the hamstring injury that led to him not getting any rotation minutes. And Precious Achua got very upset with that.
And by the way, this is all alleged, so we're gonna say allegedly.
This is all alleged and this is unreported as well. So word of mouth. So Precious versus Tibbs. This beef started with both of them when Precious came back because Precious wasn't getting minutes after the injury. His rotation was short due to Tibbs and had a problem with it. According to the old head and his source I was talking to, Precious complained to Tibbs that he was screwing with his minutes and he couldn't get enough production, which is 3 minutes a game. Remember, Precious Achua was in and out like what, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, right, Karan? Around that time. He wasn't getting enough production. Tibbs tells Precious Achua, word for word, maybe it's your work ethic and attitude as a player. Precious Achua replies, oh, I'm sorry, coach. I'm not a hobo. I don't eat breed basketball. He called Tibbs out in that locker room. In front of the locker room, and everyone laughed at him. It goes to show you how both of them fell out.
Well, I had a Precious Achua story that's on the channel as well. And I told y'all guys, I think that was in April that Precious wouldn't be back. So yeah. So
Mellow
that
Mike,
that 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 report might be
Mellow Mike, it's alleged. Almost Knicks 25-26 told me half the stuff you put into that, I wouldn't be surprised if it's true.
yeah, yeah.
HRM told me the exact same thing, Mellow Mike. The
Look at the
Knicks were
HIM.
eh, the Knicks were
Go
able
ahead,
to
go ahead.
the Knicks were able to keep this covered up for so long that the media still hasn't gotten it. Word on it.
Yeah, I mean, we seen some reports that said that Leon Rose had to prevent Tibbs from wearing out some of these other guys because of his insane work ethic. So there's been some murmurings about Tibbs, his the way he deals with people, so to speak. So I wouldn't be surprised. But if they want to see the rest of that, you got to get in the Discord. The
Mellow
only way
Mike's
to
in the
get in the
Discord. He's gonna
Discord
be reading the reports. Mellow Mike, read the reports, brother.
the only way to get in there, you gotta become a member. I'm just saying. That's not the only thing you get, but it's one of the many. Um, Another thing too, Yuri, I was talking to HIM and I was
Hmm.
gonna let the people know that on Monday, hopefully, we're gonna do our first playback game.
Oh,
How
good.
many of you guys know about playback?
I do.
Playback is like a platform where you can watch games together
I
and
had
it's
a
gonna be
former
cool.
YouTuber that I know that I used to watch back then. He used to do it all the time before I stopped watching
Okay.
him. So yeah,
Okay.
I'm very familiar.
So I'm gonna do it. So how I'm gonna do it is the channel members, if y'all want, y'all can come on the panel, right? And so I would like to do the first test show on Monday, but I'm trying to figure out
What's the
how to
game
get
for
people to
Monday?
follow.
What's the game
That's
for Monday?
that's the second Miami game.
Oh, that's the one they were in Miami.
Is it that? Is that? Yeah, that's the one we in Miami. Yep, that's the one that we're in Miami.
Okay, the good news about the Miami game, right? The good news about the Miami game is we played them on home on Friday. We get 2 days off, one for traveling, right? One for the
Yeah,
traveling, the other day for resting.
right.
I expect Jalen Brunson to tell the team, yo, y'all are not allowed to leave this hotel room.
Oh yeah, because Miami. Oh boy.
And then for Miami, they go to Dallas. They got like a 4 game road trip. Wait, no,
So
one,
quick,
two, three.
so quick question, Yuri. So my username, do I tell people to follow me on my username? Do I post a link? How should I
I
do
don't
that?
know how it works. I don't want to give you any wrong info. So
Because my
you,
username is the Objective Fan.
yeah.
So, but there should be a link or something, right? That's what I was trying to work out. I forgot. My bad, but I
But
want y'all to check me out on playback so y'all can
but
watch it.
guys, you gotta become a member because when I was typing, I made sure that when I was talking to this old head, I wrote down every single thing he talked about. Minimum.
Wow.
That's how good of a convo it was. That's how good of a convo it was. It wasn't opinionated. It was all alleged. You know what I mean? Sure. The source was working for 14 years at MSG, but when you say you got someone at MSG, I gotta listen to it. I gotta listen to it.
So yeah, if y'all on playback, follow me. I'm the Objective Fan. I just don't know how to get y'all there though.
We'll
Trying to
figure it
see if
out when
there's
we
like
get
a
there. But anyway, I'm
yeah,
gonna hop off, Karan. You have a good night, my man.
no
Let's
doubt, man. I
hope
appreciate you, Yuri.
let's hope that JB's good and all, but I want JB resting. I don't want him to fuck up that ankle anymore. Let's just it's a marathon, not a sprint. JB's gonna work his tail off to get back on the court, though.
Oh yeah, you know that Mamba mentality,
Absolutely.
100%. So that was Yuri. Salute to Yuri, man. Keep I guess this would be the final call for call 646-995-8389. I'm trying to get y'all to follow me on playback. My username is the Objective Fan. My name, pretty much my name, the Objective. But there should be like a link where you could click on. That's what I'm trying to find right now. know what? Let me try to do it from here. Do it from here. But we do got another call. Hello, caller. State your name. Where you calling from?
Mellow Mike from Jersey. What's up, Karan?
Hey, Mellow Mike in the house. How's it going, my brother?
It's going well, except for this loss.
Of course, I know. Yeah. Of course. I mean, we never like to lose over here, man. Were you able to watch the game? I know you were working.
I was working, man, bits and pieces, bits and pieces, bits and pieces. So I didn't get a kid. I'm watching
I
the
can give you the
rewind.
rundown.
I'm sure you can. I'm watching the rewind right now as we're speaking. So
Okay.
and looking at the stats and stuff. But I think I caught enough to pretty much take what I needed to take from the game. Just looking at the stats, pretty much we kind of got beat out, especially on the rebounding. And then looking at these minutes, as far as with Mr. Gershon Yabusele, I know you were talking about earlier about the height of the Knicks. Um,
Yes.
Obviously, getting this guy onto the team, I expect much more. And if he's not producing offensively, I need him to, get it together defensively and get rebounds or do something, be an inspiration to this team of some sort, because it looks like he's like a trial and error type of guy. Like, let's see what he's gonna do. And
Right.
it's this guy's it's got some years with being a professional. This is not like 1 or 2 years. I just I saw him play with the Sixers, and I definitely saw much of a better effort. I know this is a new system, but he's got to come better than what he's bringing to the Knicks right now. So
Facts.
my patience is kind of running a little light, thin with him, because I just expect a lot more. We know that Mr. Clarkson comes to this team, and we know what we're going to get with him, Mr. Cardiac Clarkston. Um, but at the same time, at least he's bringing energy. Regardless of
Right.
what's going on, he's bringing energy. I'd like to see a better defense, but he brings energy, and he when he's on, he's on. Um, what happened to OG today? 8 points, 34 minutes.
Oh, you going there?
Yeah, it's OG kind of like disappeared. Watch,
OG's one of the few Knicks that never gets criticism.
I know,
He gets
but
the least criticism out of everybody. I'm gonna
well,
keep it real. He does.
well, he's part of the starting five, so I expect them to be up there, contributing. He gave us 4 rebounds, but very late on the scoring. I believe he's a 6'8" guy, right? I believe, right?
Yes. Yeah.
He's
6'7",
6'8".
6'8". He's in that
Okay.
range.
Um, and just looking at Mitchell Robinson, he gave us 8 rebounds, but with these tall guys that they have there at with Orlando Magic, I expected that he was going to play, many more minutes, being that he didn't play the day before, which was yesterday. I kind of figured maybe they're going to play him a little more, being with the height mismatch here, that he would be a little bit more out there with Karl Anthony Towns to kind of help him out with the boards and stuff like that. I did realize throughout the game, a lot of guys watching while the balls were being shot, nobody crashing the boards to help to get rebounds as well. That was another issue.
Yes.
So very concerning about that. I'm not going to use the excuse of the back-to-back. To be honest with you,
Thank you. I don't like that.
I expected that the Knicks should have swept this series at home, this homestand. To be honest with you, the teams that they beat, they should have beaten. I mentioned in my own podcast that when they played the Nets, they were playing a JV team, not even a G League team.
Oh yeah, that was practice.
And then playing Memphis, Mr. John Morant with 7 turnovers. He was really kind of disconnected, because I heard his response in the media about, hey, what do you think about this, John? He said, well, go ask the coach. He goes, he doesn't want anything to do with it. So he looks like he's disconnected. He kind of helped the Knicks pretty much establish what they needed to do yesterday, which was, get the victory, and that was it. And they almost could have lost that game, because the Knicks, if I recall correctly, towards the tail end of the third period, going into the fourth, they started falling, kind of like caving in, not doing what they were supposed to do, and it just kind of the Memphis Grizzlies just started crawling back into the game. and I says the Knicks are lacking that killer instinct, and they need to learn how to put teams away. And I just felt like for some reason they wanted to make it close so that these guys can keep playing. That was the feeling that I got of yesterday's game. And in today's game, I just felt like, you know what? Yeah, we're just going to show up. We're home. We're going to try to pull it out in the fourth quarter. That wasn't happening. And then, unfortunately, at the end with Jalen Brunson, causing that sprain, didn't help neither. So
Yeah.
that's another issue to deal with. But I do agree with Yuri's comment. I did see a spark with the Knicks last season when on a 5-game road trip and with the Los Angeles Lakers when the Knicks almost won that in overtime, and unfortunately that severe sprain happened to Jalen's ankle, and we ended up finding out a little bit more of what Mikal Bridges was made out of. So I remember I think he had that last shot. What was it? That winning shot against the Portland Trailblazers. He contributed a lot to the team, and Deuce McBride, if I recall correctly, was running the point guard, right? I think
Yes.
last season, yeah. So, yeah, I do agree with Yuri's comment that I think we'll find out what this team is a little bit more made up of. But I don't use I know you talked about the hype, but I don't use that as an excuse neither. They left their hearts, somewhere in the locker room. They didn't come to play like they should have. I felt like they were definitely a step slow or two. They just were pretty much watching the opposition instead of playing against them. And yes, were they playing physical? Absolutely. I'm not going to take that away from, of what happened. They do play physical, and the Knicks just got to step up. I know they didn't shoot well from the 3-pointer. I think they shot like, 30%. Once again, the pump fake, take it to the basket. If you start looking when they started crawling back, you know, take it to the hole, man. Get your shots. And if, these guys were doing a good job of trying to protect that, challenging them, I should say, on defense. I just felt like they should have attacked and create just this, given the same medicine that they're giving us, which is, taking it to the hole. That's why they're going to the charity stripe to get them free throws. Um,
Right.
yeah.
I hear you. That there's no excuse with height. I'm not making an excuse. I'm gonna say I think we're too small, and we're 6-2 when we dominate the rebounding matchup differential. When we out rebound the opposing team. Tonight we get out rebounded by 12 rebounds. We had 37 rebounds. We're a team that normally gets 40. We average 48 rebounds on the year. That means we're a minus 11. They dominated the paint, right? They had 50 paint points to our 48 paint points. But here's the kicker. They had 33 free throws. So they get into the paint, they drawing fouls. They had us in foul trouble within the first 4 minutes of the third quarter and the fourth quarter. The reason why, Mike, is because guys are mismatched. You got Jalen Brunson cross match with Franz Wagner. When that happens, to bail out, you get a cheap foul. We racking up the cheap fouls. I'm not sure if you got to the third quarter yet, but we racking up cheap fouls, getting us in foul trouble. Now, every single time they drive, we foul them. They got 31 free throw attempts, and they made, they made 28. They made 28 out of 33. So I think the size did matter because a lot of the stuff that we were used to getting on the offensive end, they packed the paint and they did a good job of rotating, and not even just forget rotating. Before you even get to rotating, they had like 7 steals in the first half, right? And all of that was mainly deflections on passes when they trying to, like how you said, spray it out. The Magic did a great job playing the passer lane. They did a great job taking away shots. I think the Knicks had like 1 assist I think it was after the first quarter or something like that. And the defense was impeccable by Orlando. And part of it is their size and their length. They cover so much ground. And so if you can't move the ball against them, good luck. But even worse, if you turn the ball over the way we did, right? And we had 14 turnovers, but we did a great job in the second half protecting the ball. But in the first half, we had, I believe it was like 8 turnovers. So, all of that comes into effect. That's why in the second half, we actually won the second. We had more points than Orlando did in the second half. What lost us the game was that sluggish, start in the beginning, guys getting downhill. Once I saw Bane get 2 layups with Mitchell Robinson on the floor, I was like, yeah, it's gonna be a long night tonight.
Well, I figure that they have to be able to counter and do something, whether it's, getting some guys off the bench, do something. I mean, you got, I did hear it, in the press conference, and I like with what Mike Brown said. He said, you know what, maybe I got to get some guys off the bench, give them some minutes. Maybe I need to cut off, some minutes from these guys and get some of these other guys in there. And the first thing that came up on my mind was Hawkporty. And,
Right.
word was that Hawkporty, that he's not going to be part of this 10-man rotation. Well, we need height. There's height right there. There's 6'10" body right
Right.
there that you need, even if it's not for scoring purposes, for rebounding and for defense, to occupy the
Thank you.
lanes and to make sure that he's there. That's why I was very, very um, surprised and shocked that when I heard that, and all of a sudden his tone kind of changed in the media when he's like, you know what, and not to be jumping around, but you know what Mike Brown reminds me of right now with the way he's talking to the media, and you're making a good point about maybe he's using the media to kind of jumpstart the Knicks, a little bit. He
Mm-hmm.
reminds me of what Chuck Daly did a little bit with the Dream Team when he said, why would you throw the game against those college kids? And the end all be all was pretty much because that was the only way I was going to get their attention. You got a lot of egos, you got a lot of personalities, and you know what? You get one shot to do it. And Mike is analyzing everything. And if you notice, he's not losing his cool. He's just, going through whatever, but he's analyzing and he's giving you information. Because pretty much what I thought in yesterday's game and in today's game was the same thing that was coming out of his mouth, was coming out of my mouth as well. And
Right.
you know what? Don't want or don't need the Knicks to getting into bad habits. They need to play 48 minutes of consistent basketball. And I didn't
Right.
see that. And that's lack of effort, that's lack of hustle. That's hard, man. If you leave your heart at home and you don't bring it to the game, then this is the type of efforts, this is the type of outcome you're gonna get with these New York Knicks. So they gotta come and play team basketball, whether they have the height or they don't have it. They gotta bring heart. And that's gonna make the big difference because when they play with heart, this team is unstoppable. All of a sudden, regardless of the threes dropping or not, they'll find ways to score. They'll be
Nah,
creative,
you're right.
right?
You're right.
That's the one thing they wasn't working on all cylinders. And like I said, this was a good challenge for the Knicks. I don't look at this as a negative. They need a wake up call, and hopefully this
Right.
is it because this is a real team. This ain't the Brooklyn Nets nor the Memphis Grizzlies. This team we've
Right.
been hearing about, and I know they had a slow start, but we finally got a little bit of a piece. Well, the Knicks, I should say, got a piece of what the Orlando Magic is all about this year because last year they were kind of injured, going through
Right.
their injuries and stuff like that. So now they're, I think, what full force right now, right? They got all their
Yeah.
guys there.
They had
So
all their guys tonight.
right,
Did Poe play? Oh,
Pope. I think did he play? I think he did, didn't he? I think he was part of the starting lineup. I think.
no, he didn't play. Look, see, but it's funny, right? How you said, didn't he play? That's how like insignificant he's been recently that you don't
No,
know
because I
if
saw
he
his
plays
name.
or
I
not.
thought he was going to start today because I did
Nah,
see his
no,
name.
no, he did no. He's not in the normal starting lineup. The normal starting lineup is Suggs, Bain, Wagner, Bencaro, Carter. That's the normal starting lineup. But
Okay.
Suggs missed some games. Suggs been on minute restriction. Suggs had been playing like Mitch for Orlando.
You talking about
So
Suggs? Or you talking about Pope?
Suggs, no, I'm telling you why Pope started. Because Suggs missed some time. He's like the Mitchell Robinson for Orlando. He's on some he's on a severe load management
Okay.
plan. So that because of that, that's why Pope started. Right. But Pope didn't play tonight. I think Pope might have got hurt in the last game.
Okay.
I can't remember. I watched too much basketball. Anyway,
Huh.
real quickly, guys, I got the link to playback. I don't know what I did, but they said I had to create a room. So I created the room. It's called the Objective Fan Watch Party. I got the link in the chat. And you know what? Can I pin it? I try to pin it, but it's there. If you look in the chat, you'll see it. The playback link, playback TV. I'm gonna be on there on Monday, so we're gonna do a little test show on Monday. I'm hoping it goes well, and then that'll be something else we can implement, right? Yeah. But as far as Orlando, I'm with you, right? I don't like to have like excuses. I'm telling you the reason why we lost. The reason is because one, we didn't crash the glass,
Mm-hmm.
right? And part of the reason that why we didn't crash the glass is because Orlando, unlike 90% of the teams in the league, they know how to use their size. Like Houston is the biggest team in NBA history, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got Sangoon posting from the corner in the 3-point line. I swear to God, I'm not making this up. Go watch Houston play. Go look at where Sangoon is, because Sangoon is like Cat over there. He's playing the power forward,
Mm-hmm.
and they got Adams inside. It's the most doofiest thing you ever see, Mike. A 7-footer posting up from the 3-point line. It makes no goddamn sense. I'm telling you, it makes no sense. Orlando don't play like that. They got Franz Wagner. They're going to run pick and roll. They forcing mismatches. They mismatch hunters. Once they see that they got their small guard on anybody, if they get a small guard on Carter, Van Caro, or Wagner, they going downhill. Period. They trying to get a bucket. They're going to try to draw a foul. They taking advantage of size. Salute the, what's his name? Mosley, they coach. Mosley, whatever his name is. He's a good coach.
Yeah, you could tell. You could
He
tell
knows
he's
the
a
game
very
of
good coach.
basketball.
Yeah. No, I could
Very
definitely
good.
see. I'm definitely seeing what you're talking about. A very well coached team. And
Hell yeah.
he's going right to their strengths. And I think the whole plan was pretty much. And I look at the body language of the Knicks. They just look flustered. Right. I'm looking
Right.
at Clarkston right now in the second quarter on rewind. They just look flustered, like they know they're in for a tough match. Um,
Yes.
and the other thing that I wanted to mention is that they need to stop complaining. They know that they're the new no- that they're the New York Knicks. They got a target on their back. There's a lot of things riding on for this team, and they got to come out there to play and match the energy. That's all they got to do. Let the refs do what they got to do. The players just got to come out, especially with Cat. He's got to play smart, and he's got to, like, keep himself in the game. Stop with the complaining so much. I get it. He is getting roughed up, this, that, and the other. But if you're gonna do something, do something. But the complaining sometimes gets a little bit too much. It gets tiresome. Hearing it back and forth. Um, because he's such a valuable piece to the Knicks. But at the same time, that kind of like takes away from what he does, what he accomplishes. But I did see him kind of locked in the past couple games. If you noticed him, he looked like he was like possessed with the
Yes.
stoic looks to the bench and stuff like that. So I was hoping that was going to carry over for today's game. But like I told you, starting from yesterday into today, and Mike Brown talked about it in the media. He's like, I didn't get what I needed out of these guys. And you know what? He was just letting them know. And like you said, flipping it on to the media and let them, I guess, come back to the players. It's up to them, man. He can only do so much. He's not playing in the game. It's the players. He can come up with all the game plans, but these guys got to produce, man. They got to execute. So
Mike, now it's so bad that now we got Pistons fans invading the chat. I love
oh
it though.
yeah,
Opposing teams come in. I want
there you
y'all to
go.
call up. When we
So
play against your teams, do
well,
not duck the smoke when we beat y'all. I
well, here
hope
we
y'all have
go.
the same energy.
Subscribe to the channel.
Oh yeah, and subscribe so that way you won't
Subscribe.
miss out any
Yeah,
opportunity to hate. Because when we lose, that's when y'all like to come.
yeah.
Not when we run the 5-game winning streak.
Yeah, we love everybody. Detroit, Miami. We
Yes.
get it. We get all the smoke. Bring it on.
We love y'all so much that we go to your building and we take it over every single time. Oh man, it's a beautiful sight seeing all them orange and blue on the road. Yeah, beautiful.
But on the as far as everything else, I just hope that Jalen Brunson is okay. But I do agree with Yuri's comment. I think this is the time when you get a chance to see if he's going to be out for a period of time. That get a chance to explore, what the Knicks are really made about with Clarkson, Deuce McBride, possibly Kolek, if he's given an opportunity. But aside from that, I think Mike Brown needs to reevaluate about Hukporty. I think Hukporty is a very valuable piece. And like I said, you don't have too many people that are that tall, and you got a guy right there sitting on the bench, man. You got to use him. He's a lively body, and I know he's looking for minutes and looking for ways to help this team. So utilize him while it's the regular season. This is the time when you got to utilize him and develop these players, right? And he's a good guy to work with. So I know he's been working, I think, with Patrick Ewing. Was it earlier this year, and someone else he was working with.
Is
To
it you
kind
talking about Bryant, the coach?
no, um, this guy, what's his name? Hukporty. Ariel
Who he's
Hukporty.
been working with? Who
He
you
was
saying?
working
Who
with
he's working with?
Yeah, he was working with Patrick Ewing and somebody else he was working with on
Oh,
his offensive skills, I guess, and defensive and stuff like that. So you're not gonna
it's a
see it
great
right
this
away.
great guy to work with. I tell you that much.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, anything you can get some input. Oh, with Mitchell Robinson. He started off with Mitchell Robinson first, and then I think over the summer he was getting some time with Patrick Ewing. So, I'm sure conversations, giving some insights, some anything that can help his game. So he's learning from those guys. So, you can't go wrong with that. But obviously it's what you do on the court, right? You gotta produce, right? So
Yeah,
but that takes time. He's got to get the minutes too to kind of help out this team. So, there's only limited minutes too with this team because I think he said he just wants to run 10 guys. But if you have to do so for matchup purposes, this was a perfect opportunity to get Hukporty in there. Really think about it, right? We're talking so much about height. That right there would have helped out tremendously. And he's an
I
active
agree.
body. Yeah, yeah.
I agree. You hit that on
And
the nail.
as far as trading purposes goes, do you see Gershon as a name? Does anything come to your mind as far as trading?
Um, Listen, man. At the end of the day, I'm not trying to single him out. Great
Right.
guy. We met him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm not trying to single him out. What I'm saying is this: if you're the 6'9" guy that's in the rotation and you can't play more than 3 minutes, I need to get a 6'9" guy in my rotation that I can play more than 3 minutes. That's all I was saying. So whether it's him in the trade, I know the trade is coming. I'm just warning y'all. There's going to
Mm,
be a trade. Not right now, probably more than likely not now. But I think December 15 kids, that's when you're gonna see moves. Because all those free agents that signed in the summer, well, most of them will be available.
mhm.
And we'll go from there to see who goes where. But yeah,
Okay,
something's got to give.
okay. And before I get off, just so you know, just to confirm, I believe that Jemison is playing with Westchester down in
Right.
Washington today, playing against that team, Capital Go-Go, the Washington team, and then he'll be back.
Hold on, their name is Go Go.
Something like that. Go Wash Capital Go or
Oh my
something like
God!
that.
Salute to my
Yeah,
family in DC. I got a lot of family in DC.
I believe that's their name. Don't quote me, but it's something like
I
that.
hate Go Go music. For the record, I
And
hate it. But go ahead.
and then obviously the Westchester Knicks are opening their home season this Friday, November 14th. So Jemison
Okay.
will be there for that for the home opener. So but
Fire.
I met him up close in person. The dude's strong guy. I believe he's another 6'8". I didn't stand next to him, but I was
I
very
thought he
close
was
to the game.
6'11".
Like I said, I was sitting down, but I can
Okay.
tell you he's a big, strong body. That I
Okay.
can tell you. So I don't know what the plans are for him, but I just saw him in the G League, and some guys are staying, some guys are flip flopping back and forth, like Dottie. He was there for the opening season up in Delaware, with the Blue playing for that game, then coming up for the New York Knicks. So uh, they just reported recently. What was it? Was it earlier in the week? Tyler Kohler goes for an assignment for the G League, but I don't know what kind of assignment. It was a very brief one, and then he comes right back to the Knicks. So it
Yeah.
wasn't like he suited up, but it was an in
That's
and
what it's
out
gonna
thing.
be for him. He gonna be in and out. 100%.
Yeah. So you don't know what's gonna happen, right? It's either to if Mike Browns has different plans or whatever, just to keep these guys fresh, they'll be at the G League, just like I saw
Right.
Dottie play. and stuff like that. So we'll see. As the year goes by, we'll figure things out. And hopefully speedy recovery for Mr. Jalen Brunson. But if not, we'll
Yes,
find out what this team is about, and definitely, as the previous caller said, next man up. So we'll see what
that's it.
happens.
That's
Definitely.
it.
All right, Karan,
Salute to you, Mike. I'm gonna hit you up too.
you got
All
it,
right.
man.
All right. Salute. That was my man Mike, fellow Mike out of Jersey. Salute to Jersey in the house. I'm sorry, y'all. If you from DC, I can't deal with the go-go. But you know what? On the way out, I do got a special announcement. Anyway, whatever. Look what came in the mail, y'all. Bam! This is the official 82 Nights, a basketball fan's companion. You could go get this right now on This Week Inside the Knicks. All right? I've been waiting for this, man. So now I could officially journal, man. It's fire. It's complete. It's 260 pages. Got all the stat trackers there, fan engagement pages, the game notes. Man, definitely, y'all, go get yours, man. And by the way, to all my my other team trolls, y'all can get this too. This is not a Nick journal. There's no Knicks on here. So if you're an NBA fan, if you're in Philadelphia and you hating on the Knicks right now, you could go get this too, all right? Okay, exclusively on thisweekinsidetheknicks.com. Came in the mail. I'm excited. Now, really quickly, and I'm gonna take you out to the website, but I do gotta respond on my man AP. He sent a little super chat. So my man AP super chat. I do appreciate your donations. AP is one of the first channel mods. I don't know if he's the first one, but he's been here since the beginning. He says Detroit plays Chicago every day. Now, when you say they play every day, what do you mean by that? I mean, you mean that they play a lot of regular season games, or is that like something in the area there? But either way, both of those teams can get that work. I ain't worried about neither one of them. I'm gonna keep it real. No, it's a fact. Yo, Mellow Mike. By the way, listen, this is not a New York Journal, dog. This is the 82 Nights right here, yo. See that? Look at the side right there. This right. 82 Nights by the Quran Pierre, the Objective fan. See that? This joint is fire, man. It feels good. It's heavy. It's a premium feel, man. You know what? I'll take you. I'm gonna take you to the website so you can actually look at it now. Now that I got the actual journal, I'm gonna update the photos of it. Now that I got the physical copy. So okay, I'm gonna take you guys to thisweekinsidetheknicks.com. Let me just refresh that. Bam. So when you get there, I mean it's not hard to find. You see 82 Night Sport Journal. Click on that. Gonna take you here. Bam. All right. And you can get the companion. By the way, if you're a channel member, you get an additional 20% off on this. All right. Now, the 82 Nights of Basketball Fans Companion Season Journal Strat Tracker Bundle comes with a lot. Inside, you find the quick game finder score log, right? And what that is pretty much this. Right? Show you. So this right here. So now you can't see my handwriting. You know, my handwriting is not the best. But what this is it's a game log score that tells you the score of the game, right? The series record, in season tournament. You get the schedule. You see win streaks, all types of stuff. It's just like your snapshot, your quick glimpse snapshot of the season, right in front of you, right? And the reason why that's powerful, that's why while I'm on the mic, and by the way, this is my mock-up. This is the mock-up one. So you can see the difference between the two. This is the real one. This is the real one. This is the mock-up. All right. So I'm actually still working out of the mock-up. But this is an example in real time. So hopefully y'all can see that. Anyway, so when I go here, right, and I look at it right here, I can see the score. I can see the opponent record. I can see whether or not it was a TV game, right? I can see was it a good win, bad loss, right? And I can see the score right then and there. I don't gotta go on Google, none of that. Then I go to the next section. This is the stat tracker section. Okay. So each of these pages have at least 5 stats on it. So this is why very quickly, very fast, all I gotta do is I turn through the page and I be like, yeah. So right now, the Knicks, their record against below 500 teams is 4-0. The Knicks record when leading going into the fourth quarter is 6-0. I got all the stats right in front of me. I flip the page, then I tell you right now, the Knicks, anytime they dominated the rebounding matchup differential, they're 6-2. When they don't, they're 0-2. So I could easily do that. So man, listen, go check out the 82 Nights, a basketball fan companion, man. This week inside the Knicks.com. That's not all it comes with. It comes with a lot. It's 12 components. I'm gonna go over a couple of more stuff. So I told you guys about the stat tracker extended. Then you get the game notes page. So each game has, I'm gonna jump out again. So each game, right, has 2 pages for you to write notes. Now on these pages, kind of hard to see like this, but you got first quarter notes, second quarter notes, third quarter notes, right? All the quarters. Then there's a section that you tell you about the in-game injuries, who missed the game when it started, who's the favorite, who's the underdog, who's the most outstanding player and why, who led the team in points, rebounds, and assists, other additional notes you would like to write. So all these things you can do strictly from the journal, man. It comes with a lot. One of the main things it also comes with is access to the 82 Nights Club, which is an online platform which actually hosts the cheat code and all the other additional add-ons that you get with this journal. Now, the cheat code is basically I fill out this journal for you. It's an online resource. Salute to the channel members because y'all got a first glimpse, the thought as to what this journal comes with, right? And so when you go there, you will be able to discover it. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. My bad, y'all. I'm just having my son woke up. I heard him crying, had to go check on him. He's good though. He's with his mom now. But so yeah. I was talking about the 82 Nights Club. So that's what you get when you join the club. So basically, I fill the journal out for you. I'm gonna put all the stats you see in here. I'm gonna have it on the resource. You're gonna get access to like 50 plus stats. Now, in the journal, it comes with like 26 stats that you can track, but online there'll be an additional like 30 to 40 online. All right, and you can go there to watch it. So this is what you get. Now, the only reason why I came out with this journal idea is because I have stuff like this all over the place, right? And I wanted a place to put it. Like, I'm just tired of having stuff all over the place. So that's why I created this. So now everything could just go in here. And I could easily find it. Bam. What happened in the Knicks-Memphis game? Okay, cool. And that's it. That's how I get down. So I'm offering you guys the opportunity to get this. I might even come out with an exclusive collector's edition that's fire. But right now, this is where it's going to be. All right. Also on the way out, once again, thank you. Salute to y'all for rocking with me, man. To all the vampires that don't got to get up for work tomorrow early, or you do got to get up for work early. You just a night owl. You just want to be up at night. I do want to just share with you guys really briefly, and I didn't make this change yet, but I'm going to. The channel membership. Okay. So when you join the channel membership, I'm changing the name. So this is going to be the Starter Knicks fan will be the Hardcore Knicks fan. Hardcore Knicks fan will be the Hardcore Knicks fan plus. And so when you join the channel, the first thing you're going to notice, I'm going to talk about the first tier. You're going to get access to the Knicks Tape Madness Discord server, which is a members only server where we go in. We have great conversations. Salute to Mellow Mike. He's in there. Yuri's in there. Knicks will be Chance 2526 is in there. A whole bunch. J-Tap's in there. It's a whole bunch of them. All right. Sorry if I didn't mention your name. HRM the Great. Salute to you. He's in there. So when you join the channel, man, you get access to the Discord. And it's a great way to extend the conversation with me because some of the conversations we have on here, we have in there. And then you could also see Yuri's reports. He put like 6 reports up in there from this guy he talked to that worked at MSG, allegedly. And, some interesting, very interesting stuff. So anytime, like if I go to an event or if I'm doing something, you can go there and, you will be able to pretty much see. Oh, hold on. I'm still on the phone. So yeah, you can pretty much go there to extend the conversation with me. Now we talk about the Knicks 24/7, just to let you know, right? There's probably somebody in there right now talking about the Knicks. And then, we also talk other sports as well. Not just the Knicks. We even got a gaming server in there too. Sometimes people like to put stuff up in there. Either way, it's a fire Discord server. That's one thing you get access to. Now, if you are currently a member and you're not in the Discord server, definitely go to the member section and click on those links. It'll definitely take you there, all right? Now, I got the members only live chats like the show I'm doing tomorrow, the Knicks in 10 show. I'm still going to do it. I was thinking about canceling it, but I'm going to do it. It's basically going to be a journaling show, which I'm actually going to be pretty much working from the journal. There's a page in here. It's called, the show is called The Knicks in 10, but there's a section in here called the 10-game review where we look at the team every 10 games to analyze them and see exactly where they are. The only reason why I'm bringing this up is because that show is going to be a members only live chat. So you remember, you could chat, ask questions, et cetera, et cetera. I do that because sometimes the show can go on forever, especially if I'm reading the chat. But I like to make the shows a lot shorter. So that's why I do it like that, so we can get through the content. And if the members want to participate, they could. Of course, we got the priority reply to comments. You guys already know I drop stuff every day. So, people leave comments on there. And anytime the members put a comment up, like my man Mellow Mike, who just put, he said the whole player is accountable and let them know in his way. If you don't come to play, somebody else will, and you can possibly find yourself to regain minutes. See that? Fighting to regain minutes. So the reason why I see that is because my man, he got the star. So anytime I see those stars, I know those are my peoples that take care of me. So I always will look to give them the priority and the reply. Of course, I got all types of exclusive content. I mean, the Unfiltered Thought series. I might do one tonight, which is just pretty much me doing content that's really kind of off the grid for YouTube. And it's normally interesting stuff. Like my favorite Unfiltered Thought right now is, if not Tibbs, then who? Go watch that video of your channel member, okay? And then of course, members always get shouted out. And discount on the merch, including discounts on this. Okay, so members right now get 20% off. All right, you a member, 20% off this. It's fire, man. I was so happy this came. I was like, man. So, that's all I got for you tonight. On the way out, I'm gonna do a gamification. Let me see anything cool in the chat. Positive thing, Coach Mike Brown. Yeah, talking about the coach. Okay, salute to the coach. By the way, I'm on the way out too. I'm gonna say this: in a playoff series, none of these East Coast teams worry me. And by the way, I dropped a video yesterday too. Yeah, I need to go check it out. It's this video right here. The one stat that proves the Knicks are legit contenders. Watch that video. I don't think that realistically, none of the teams in the East could rock with us. I'm gonna keep it real. In the playoff series, they don't got the experience. The Magic hadn't left the second round hasn't been to the second round of the playoffs since Dwight Howard was there 16 years ago. Okay, 16 years ago. That's crazy. I feel old. So my thing about it, because I remember when Howard first came in the league. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic. The bottom line is the Magic don't got no experience of winning in the playoffs. The Detroit Pistons don't have no experience of winning in the playoffs. The Chicago Bulls do not have no experience of winning in the playoffs. Okay? You could go down the list. The Milwaukee Bucks, they look decent now, but that's not the same team that won the championship. They got Bobby Portis, Giannis, and the brother, if the brother was there. That's it. It's a brand new team. They don't got the same element. They don't got the same coach. They don't got the same elements. It's all different. Okay? Miami, a couple of the guys, they went to the finals. They was there with Jimmy Butler. But essentially, those guys, they hasn't really done anything on their own without Jimmy. So I need to see it. I need to see Miami without Jimmy do what they do. So because of that, I'm not concerned about these guys. It's one game. Let's not jump off the deep end. I think that the tweaks that need to be made, I do think that they'll make them. But on the way out, I definitely want to thank all the callers that called up. From my dad, the OG Knicks fan, my parents, and then the friends who called up early who started. They started the show. That might have been the second call. Salute to my man, Jay. No, that was the first call. Salute to my man, JJ in Brooklyn. No, Yuri was the first call. Salute to Yuri. Mixtape Madness Discord server channel member and mod. Salute to my man Mellow Mike as well, channel member. Get out of Jersey. You know how we get down. Mixtape Madness Discord server. Represent, salute. On the way out, I want to say what's up to the gamification. My man AP, one of the first channel mods at the #1 spot. My man Mellow Mike at the #2 spot. JJ at the #3 spot. Michael, aka Yuri, at the #4 spot. My man Nick Shack. Mitchell Robinson, one of his lead supporters. Salute to my man Jose. Coach was in the building. Coach, by the way, listen, you got to get in the ESPN, though. First off, y'all need to stop fronting on me, yo. I had to present like 10 trades, and they all got denied. They trying to say I'm trying to fleece the league because I got the best team. Listen, man, just look, let's do business. I'm going to send you like 2 good players. You send me 1 great player. What's the problem with that? Salute to my man Wolverine in the house. BS10 258. Randu. BS10 258 channel member. Mixtape Madness Discord server. I do see you. My man Randu. Prim's dad in the house. 3-on-3 Kurt. Salute to you. No, hold on. Whoa. No salute. That's the Pistons guy. Oh, wait, hold on. 3-on-3 Kurt. You got a channel? Yeah, hold on. When do we see the Pistons? Hold up. Listen, you got me going into the mock-up journal. I'm not even going into the official journal. I'm going into the mock-up. When do we see the Pistons? When do we see the Pistons? That's what I want to know. Detroit. Oh, we don't see y'all until January 5th. That's a Monday. The Peacock game. Listen. 3-on-3 Kirk, you better pull up. Big Tone Sports, that's another former team. It's like you guys are together. Y'all guys roll together, man. Listen, Big Tone, you better be here on Monday, yo, with your stupid Heat logo on your avatar. I don't like it. I don't like the Heat. My man John, salute to you, John. Dwayne Dennis in the house. HRM the Great. How could I forget HRM the Great? Salute to you. I created the Playback Watch Room. By the way, go click on that playback link. We should be going live on Monday to do a test game to see if we can get it on League Pass, because they got League Pass and we can watch the game together. And if you're a channel member, this will be another perk. You could come on the panel with me and we can watch together. And salute to my man E. Gibson. Hopefully E. Gibson, hopefully E. Gibson's a Knicks fan, because there's another E something that's a Sixers fan. But nonetheless, salute to you all. I do appreciate you. I see you guys here tomorrow. Tomorrow I will be here 9 o'clock. I'm gonna be doing the Knicks and 10 show. And that's all I got for you folks. And until next time, as always, let's go Knicks.